Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Duggan.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Duggan now to throw.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To throw is Duggan. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Throwing, Duggan. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Duggan looking to throw.
Rolling to his right.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Duggan will look to throw this.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's Duggan to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Off the RPO, he completes it. Touchdown, Saints! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Blake Grupe now for the extra point.
good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Tuttle. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. He's to the 15.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7-7, our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Saints at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
to throw. Dugan. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, Tuttle.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked like broke the play up.
Now you need it because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Taken right around the 44. 31 yards in.
Okay, ready? 6, mega.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action. Dugan, he'll buy some time right. They've got his man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dugan.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10. Dugan.
They'll get this out to...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Jefferson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. To throw on second down. Tuttle. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And it is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Tuttle. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Now, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On second down, here's Nwangu. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Vikings have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Off the play fake. Dugan sliding out of the pocket.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Again, it's Johnson.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again on second down.
Duggan.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play.
Touchdown!
Jarnell Mooney.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up. That's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Tunnel.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Kene Nwangu
With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off play action. Dugan. They'll roll him out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way. But you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Tuttle finding Hawkinson here on the out route. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And there's completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Dugan. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. T. Higgins. 47 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Straight ahead, here's the Wangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Tuttle. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
On to give is Nwangu. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw on second down. Tuttle. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Off play action. Tuttle. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, that's dropped underneath to Nwangu.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Duggan now to throw.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Gets past one man. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Duggan. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw is Duggan. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's first and 10. Duggan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's first and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. Third and 17. Back to throw. Tuttle. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So left side, it's complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. 5 seconds, no timeouts. Here we go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, it's incomplete. So they gambled and went for 2. They went for the win, and it cost them the game. Well, there's no doubt this is going to be talked about for days to come. The decision to go for 2 in the win with all zeros on the clock, and they don't get it. Some questions to answer.
No doubt about it, and I'm always reminded by people I've worked with before, by coaches I've talked to, they always say you have to know what you're going to do ahead of time. Don't let emotion rule you, because the people on the sidelines, the guys on the team, let's go get it. You've got to make that decision as a staff during the week, away from everyone else.